recorded live at 4ZZZ Studios, Meanjin, Brisbane.
On 102.1 FM.
And broadcast across Australia on the Community Radio Network.
You're listening to Zed Games.
Zed Games brings you the best in gaming news, reviews, community and culture. Want to reach out?
Share your hot take?
Or do you just want to share your favourite game?
Find us on socials at Zed Games AU.
Hello. You're listening to Zed Games. My name is Zahra, and with me in the studio this episode is
Peter
and
Natalia.
Woo!
Yay.
Oh, how are you all doing today?
I'm feeling buzzed. I had a lot of caffeine.
Nice.
In a good way. In a good way.
Buzzed in a good way. I'm doing great. It's a fantastic Thursday. It's nice and hot here in Brisbane.
Oh, yeah.
But not in this room, surprisingly.
Not in this room, thankfully.
Super cool with my super cool friends.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Oh, I won't stop. We've got it all tonight. We've got reviews, we've got gaming news, we've got gaming music, and it is time. It is time for
news.
Awesome.
CD Projekt Red versus Cyberpunk 2077 VR mod. So, CD Projekt has issued a DMCA takedown against the modder Luca Ross, who had developed a VR mod framework called Real R.E.A.L.VR, which provides support for games such as Far Cry, Elden Ring, and Cyberpunk 2077. Luke Ross posted on their Patreon, "In the end, it amounted to the same ironclad corpo logic. Every little action that a company takes is in the name of money, but everything modders do must be absolutely free." Jan Rosny, VP of Business Development, said, "We are big fans of mods to our games. We'd be happy to see it return as a free release." The framework had supported GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2 before being taken down following the DMCA notice. I get it. They're protecting their IP. They want to make more money as usual, and they don't want modders to go off their IP and whatnot. But being that this wasn't just for their game, it's just a framework for people to be able to play. It's kind of, think of someone making a physical product that allowed people with disabilities to be able to play their game easier. It's a different way of looking at it on how to interact with the game, and they weren't going to do it. What's wrong with the third party doing it and not just for their game?
It's just like, it's a tough one.
It's a tough one, especially because most of the time it is kind of, this is a lot of work that goes into something like this. And, in the general sense, it is software development, and I think it is fair to expect it, but it usually doesn't happen, so.
I think it would be cool if, I don't know, they hired these people.
Yep.
And just brought them into the team. Just like,
what was it? There was another game, the Avatar game that came out, and they just changed it from being first person only to having the option of third person. And that was a company-led one because there were so many people that wanted to play their game but felt sick playing in first person, so they created a whole third person mode and released it as an update, allowing more people to play their games.
It also is perfectly in tune with Cyberpunk 2077 in VR. Just seems like
I feel like
sense.
you should be able to play it in VR.
That's the canonical way of playing it, really.
It's literally if you're playing the Matrix game, you've got to be jacked in.
Yeah, and it's just an alternate way to play the game that allows more people to do it. And if the companies aren't investing in it, modders will do it. This guy just happened to ask for money for it because it's a big job.
It is a big job.
Anyway.
Speaking of big jobs, Begone Shovelware!
Indeed.
Over 1,000 games, all created by a game developer called Thigh Games, THI Games, has been removed from the PlayStation Store in an attempt to cut down on the amount of shovelware or low-effort games on the platform. Games removed include the Jumping Fries, the Jumping Hot Dog, and the Jumping Taco Turbo, all caps.
Which is the much anticipated sequel to the Jumping Taco.
It's
no innuendos whatsoever there.
Shovelware has always existed, and with AI, I think we're only going to see more of it. So
it's just you got to get the broom in there and just sort of sweep them out.
It's interesting that it's all from just one developer, but
probably just I don't know, a shed full of computers just buzzing away or something.
Probably. Anyway, moving on from that one in another downsizing. Always seems to happen. Ubisoft, again.
Yippee!
More stuff cuts and game delays are on the way for Ubisoft as they reset the company, investing in player-facing generative AI while developing a radically new value creation model. value. Interesting. The latest sacrifice as Ubisoft right-sizes its Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time remake. It's no longer coming out, unfortunately.
No.
The company is in the midst of a $117 million cost reduction, aiming for an additional $234 million over the next 2 years. Ubisoft Stockholm and Halifax Mobile Studio were recent closures, with layoffs in Massive, Red Linux, and Abu Dhabi. More studios will close in the future, which is
A promise. A horrible
promise and unfortunate. Yes.
Yeah.
But, you know, all of the people that made, Game of the Year for last year were mostly ex-Ubisoft devs, so hopefully the devs that get released can find value in creating new products outside of Ubisoft.
It is one of my favorite underdog stories.
Yeah.
It's just like people who got fired just being like, okay, we'll go do our super cool ideas over here without you.
Yeah.
And then they win.
Angel
Taking all of
investment willing.
Yeah, finding all of that, you know, experience, and then people that actually want to invest in the experience, not just the, you know...
Product. The
Yeah.
return on income.
Yeah.
Anyway, news nibbles.
Nibbles!
Disney has removed 14 games from Steam without a heads up or an explanation even, including titles like Disney's Chicken Little, Ace in Action, Disney's Hercules, and Stunt Island.
I got a little scared when I heard this one. One, I hadn't actually known that there were like some of the older Disney games on Steam.
Yep.
And when I realized that, I was like, oh my, does this mean that like the games that I played have been removed? Am I not going to have a chance to like play them ever again? Thank goodness.
Still suck. You know, it speaks
It
of the
is a bummer.
impermanence of the internet and having...
I'm wondering if Disney is doing this to try and release their own games platform.
That's my thought. That's
just like
what
they
I was
did with all of the
thinking.
Disney Plus titles from all the other streaming services before they announced Disney Plus. They cancelled all of their contracts and so on and so forth.
I mean, Nintendo made their own streaming platform for Nintendo Music, so
Yeah,
anything
yeah, they
can
did.
happen. Anyway, early reviews for the live-action adaptation of Silent 2 not promising, as Return to Silent Hill releases tomorrow, January 23rd, and it's hit a 7% on Rotten Tomatoes. And while, quote, parts of the film look great, the film is a boring, sloppy, confusing, and not very scary movie about a character that is hard to relate.
When you take out the scary from Silent Hill, that's all it is.
It's just silent.
It's so silent.
It's a person
I bring
that's
you
alone
these
in a
things,
village.
by
Oh
the
my-
way. Speaking of...
What? You have props?
I brought...
Ooh,
I found
lenticular art.
lenticular
Whoa.
Silent Hill postcards that have been scattered around different
Oh
cinemas.
my god, this is sick!
Yeah, it looks like they put more effort into their...
Yeah,
Why does
I
it
would
look
say
like there's a
marketing.
number pad?
There's like 4 images in this.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
holographic
interesting.
technology has come a long way.
Cool merch. Maybe the movie might be a miss.
We'll see.
Well, okay.
Anyway.
Anyway, yeah, we've got some upcoming games, of course. Today, January 22nd, we have Dynasty Warriors Origins for the Switch 2, Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade for the Switch 2, the Rumblefish 2 for Nintendo Switch 2, the edition, apparently, and Switch 2.
Oh,
January-
we got one more coming out today. TR49 by
God.
Inkle.
Yes!
That one is also coming out today.
Inkle
Definitely.
Narrative Studio, they did like Expelled and all that kind of stuff which you've heard on the show before. Really good studio.
Cool.
January 23rd, Escape from Ever After for everything you can think of.
Yeah, pretty much. This one surprised me. January 26th, High Guard, the next hero shooter thing that's fantasy-based for PC, Xbox Series X
What,
and
you're
S.
not excited for it?
I will check it out, as I did all the others. Whether I download it, we'll see. Also for PS5, of course.
And on January 28th,
Yep.
Core Keeper for Nintendo Switch 2, yes, for Nintendo Switch 2, and Dispatch for Switch and Switch 2.
Good releases there.
Good releases. I also just want to tag, it'll be for next Thursday, so we'll talk about it then, but Don't Stop Girly Pop.
Ooh.
January 29th.
Ooh.
Very cool Australian hyperpop game, so
Yeah, we've played a few of the tracks, so it whips.
yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah,
That's
This
all
week
that's new.
in Gaming News.
that
We
was the news.
survived.
We did.
Yippee!
Alrighty,
Indeed.
we are going to segue
Segue.
into a review. And I forgot to upload the review intro and outro, but that is fine because
You
it's
ready?
time for a Zahra review. This is a game about things and rings and things.
Review.
That was pretty good.
That was pretty good. That's the new one. Record that.
Nice! Okay, Toby, can you isolate that for us?
Thanks, Toby.
Things and Rings by allplay. This is a review and a warning. Things in Rings is technically a logic game. You start with 5 cards in your hand, and you're trying to get rid of all of them. The only way you can get rid of the cards is to correctly sort them, but you don't necessarily know how to sort them. There are 2 roles in this game. There is one knower, who knows the rules for sorting the cards, and everyone else is the finder, who are trying to find the rule for sorting the cards. In this game, there are approximately 10 billion thing cards, which have an object, building, food, animal, whatever, listed on it. There is a Dr Seuss style drawing of the thing, and a name and the name of the thing written on it. You also have 3 rings. Things and Rings. One ring is the word ring. Cards placed in the word ring focuses on the word itself. Things like vowels, syllables, whether it starts with an A or a Y. One ring is the attributes ring, and cards placed in the attributes ring focuses on the physical attributes of the thing, such as whether it's larger than a person, or if it has a hole. The last ring is the context ring, which is about the place of the thing within society. You place these rings down and overlap them in a Venn diagram. You can use just the word ring for easy mode, word and attribute rings for a bit of complexity, or all 3 rings for a challenge. And this is where you need to place and sort your thing cards. Now, the knower has access to the rule cards and will select a word rule, attribute rule, and context rule, depending on which rings you're playing with and the difficulty. Only the knower knows the rules, and the knower will actually start with some cards and must correctly place the cards according to the rule to start things off. Each finder will then take turns to correctly place a card. If you sort it correctly, you get to place another card. If you don't sort it correctly, the knower will move it to the correct category, and you, the finder, must pick up another card. First to empty the hand wins. Things and Rings is one of the easiest games to learn and teach. Super easy to understand and get into. It's not for everyone, however. And if you're the knower, it can be a lot of fun to watch the finders come up with theories for the rules, and then groan when you correct a placement. For the finders, it can sometimes be extremely frustrating when you think you figured out the rule, and actually, no, the last move just completely blew your theory out of the water. It is a game that has sort of brought arguments in good humor and then slightly less good humor. It is a game that has brought a few laughs and also has caused snakes to physically manifest in my home. It is both a gift and a curse. And if that sounds like the kind of game for you, then I highly recommend it, because it is a lot of fun. It's just might not be fun for everyone. And that is Things in Rings.
And then the attributes. The reason I giggle so much is because I got to play a simpler version of this game without the context, the societal thing. And even then I was like, what is going on? So
I can't, because the rings, they overlap. You can have like one overlapping if you just have 2 rings. If you have all 3 rings, then you got 4 different points of like overlapping, and it's quite easy for it to get a little bit, I don't know, you know when people go really quiet during a board game?
Yeah.
Something like that. It's kind of like
something's brewing.
Something's brewing. And yeah, that is Things in Rings. Super fun. Maybe don't gift it to one of your co-workers as part of a Secret Santa. We are throwing all the microphones over to Natalia because you have a review.
I this game, but never mind.
Accurate.
Hey! All right. In And Roger, you follow a young girl on a morning like any other until she realizes her father isn't home. In his place, she finds a strange and unfamiliar man who seems to know who she is very well. You're scared, and the stranger is tired, and he's insisting you take your medication. But you won't. You just want to figure out who this man is, and you want to know where your father has gone. That is the pitch at first. And Roger is, without a doubt, one of last year's most important games. It is at times surprising, it's always heartfelt, and ultimately heartbreaking. tackling very difficult and at times confronting themes with a sense of maturity and grace that's honestly commendable. And yet, I find it really hard to recommend you this game, because to tell you what it's about kind of spoils the thing that makes it special. I think it's best experienced knowing as little about it, so I'll just say this. If you are a fan of stories that have something to say, that leverage the power of the interactive medium to leave a lasting impact on you, then I highly recommend this game to you. And I especially recommend this to you if you're not someone who usually plays video games. I think this is the kind of story that has a universal approach, and it's very approachable. So basically, go and play this. It's an hour long, and you can get it on Steam for $7.50. It's a no-brainer. That said, I do have to try and review something, so I'll try and keep the best I can to err on the side of caution for the rest of this review. If you're on board, tune out for a minute or two, and if you're not, I'll try my best. Over the course of 3 chapters, you'll see different slices of this character at different points in her life. As a child, as a young adult, and as an older woman. You'll see important memories she has with her dad, the time she meets her first love, and as an older woman reflecting on the life that she's had. It's very minimal in its storytelling approach and its presentation. It has a very simple 3-tone color palette and like a comic book panels, kind of like Florence is one of the best points of comparison I can do, and tackles story similarly. The soundscape is what does a lot of the heavy lifting in terms of letting you... It has the suspension of disbelief that theatre would, where you kind of have to fill in a lot of the gaps, and the audio definitely does fill that. And I think what is the most... probably like the thing that sticks out to me the most about this game is the fact that with such a minimal set of interactions, it's able to pack so much emotion into it. The game focuses on the small moments in this girl's life. Brushing her teeth, eating her food, going for a walk, and the most you're going to be doing is pressing buttons. Sometimes you might have to drag a slider, sometimes you might have to drag around objects, but for the most part, you're just pressing buttons. And yet, this game makes you feel like it's kind of like the montage in Up, where they get married and all that kind of stuff. Aww. In game form. It takes you through the highs and the lows, and it makes you it conveys the feeling of falling in love, and ultimately when it goes into the darker moments of the story, it makes you feel awful in a way that is so eye-opening. It is like I said before, a game that handles really heavy themes. And while I've seen other pieces of media tackle this game has made me reflect on the strength of the video game form and interactive narrative over other mediums. If the novel is the kind of medium that lets you see perspectives that you wouldn't otherwise get to see, this game makes me be in the shoes of a kind of person I know exists, and we all kind of for granted for being there. Being in their shoes and playing as them really hit home for me, especially with people in my family who have gone through this or whatever. Actually getting to see it in firsthand really struck with me. And again, all of this just through button pressing. It's a really commendable effort, and ultimately, if you are someone who likes impactful stories that have something to say, you should play it. If you're anything like me, you will end up crying on a plane full of strangers very loudly. Now, if that doesn't hook you, I do have another little game I want to talk about. It's called A Ravens Monologue. It's not made by the same team, but I think it is a perfect entree to this game. It is a 5-minute experience. It's less of a game and more of an audiovisual haiku, if you will. It's a similarly positioned, comic book inspired, stripped back level of interaction, except it takes the minimalism further by not including any dialogue at all. You play as a little raven, going around talking to people, and it has a nice little song in the background. And this game also made me cry. You can play it free on Steam right now. But the call of action for today, go play A Ravens Monologue, cry a little bit, and if you want to feel more like this, go play And Roger. A-N-D Roger, by the way. Really special game. It reminds me a lot of some of my other favorite games, like What Remains of Edith Finch and Florence and That Dragon Cancer, all those little games that you tackle big themes.
They have a purpose.
And have a purpose.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
Wow.
that's it.
Thank you.
Awesome. Indeed.
You're listening to Zed Games. My name is Zahra, and with me in the studio this episode is Peter and Natalia.
Hi.
Hey all.
And I'm feeling a little bit more chill now.
Yeah, that was quite relaxing.
Yeah,
Quite enjoyed that.
We're chilling out now. We're
out.
chilling out now.
We've reset.
And I'm going to go into a review.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Another review.
Speed one?
Speedy review.
It's okay. It's our friend.
Okay.
All right.
Such a roller coaster.
We're going in all directions today. Alrighty, I'm going to be talking about a game called Spilled by Lente. Spilled is a lovely little isometric pixel game where you control a little boat, cleaning up ocean waste, and dealing with environmental harm. It's a somewhat relaxing game and a beautiful game. The art style is well implemented with these 3D shapes presented in a 2D style, and as you clean up oil spills and other pollutants, you slowly reveal the depths of detail in this game. As you chug around in your little boat, capturing oil in an oil catcher, the water clears up, revealing vibrant blue water, colourful coral, and the sea life returning, bursting into activity. You can see turtles zipping around the water happily, and they feel like they're swimming happily. They're so joyful. As you collect oil, you can deposit it at a recycling station, giving you coins in return. You learn how to shovel rubbish using your oil catcher, which you can also recycle for cash, and cash can be exchanged for upgrades to your boat, increasing the size of the oil catcher, giving you more engine power, or increasing your capacity for oil, so you don't need to return to the recycling station as often. Clear an area and you can move on to the next to continue your work. Spilled also introduces additional mechanics, like retrieving pollution sources from underwater by using a winch, or a hose for hosing oil down from rocks so you can scoop it up, or put out fires. So many fires. It's not a long game. I'd say you could probably finish it in 45 minutes to an hour. And you do have a boss fight, but the stakes aren't that high. There's no rush. You can take your time and be thorough, and you're rewarded for being thorough. You can find it on Steam. It's a very short, very relaxing, very pretty game.
I do enjoy very pretty games.
Yeah, and it makes me want to go to like the beach and collect some rubbish or something, do something for the environment. And that is Spilled by Lente.
That was very quick. I like it.
New world record, I think.
Yeah.
Do they still do Clean Up Australia Day? I remember doing that as a kid.
You know, I was thinking, do you remember Earth Day?
Yeah.
Do you remember that hour of like turn off all the lights?
Yep. That went away quickly.
Whatever happened to... Let's bring it back. All right, everybody? Let's bring it back. Okay?
Yeah.
Let's all do something nice for the environment this year.
That isn't digital.
I know we're assigning you listeners a lot of homework. We've told you to play these games.
Yep.
And now we're telling you to, like, I don't know, clean up some rubbish.
Yep.
Go save the environment and then come and play our game.
Yeah.
Do Clean Up Australia Day as a D&D live-action role-play event.
You know, it does not sound like... Oh, actually, that's...
That sounds fun, doesn't
Oh,
it?
that does sound fun. Okay. All right, everybody. No, let's get this onto the Larp scene.
Yeah.
Now, let's...
Zara's buzzing now.
We've had highs, we've had lows, we've had Larp, we've had
Oh my gosh.
Live, lap, love.
Live off. I like that.
Live Life Larp.
Okay, so other than the games that we've been reviewing, that we reviewed today,
Yep.
I have so been in the Animal Crossing New Horizons hole. The most recent update has been, whoa, it's like a whole new game.
Is that the Switch 2 one?
Sorry?
The Switch 2 update.
Yeah, the Switch 2 update. It also came up with a whole lot of updates to the game. So there's a new building called the Hotel. You actually decorate the rooms in the hotel. You're greeting visitors to your island. You have way more visitors to your island now, which has just made my island feel so much more active and just adds more variety.
Yep.
And just the quality of life changes have also been huge. Just being able to strafe, basically, has been so helpful for landscaping and digging up flowers and planting flowers. And
that key gaming feature that's been in most other games
I
is now in an
and
update.
Bulk crafting. Who would have thought that that was something...
sounds essential.
I can't believe you went with it without it for so long. How about you two? What have you been playing recently? What are you looking forward to?
Usually there's only one game each year that I'm really looking forward to. I have not yet found it for this year. I'm sure I will enjoy GTA 6 if it comes out. I've got the new Styx game on my list to play, but there's none that I'm just like, this is my definite game this year.
It's still early in the year.
I know,
And there's always something that comes along like halfway through the year.
I'm looking forward to the March releases of games of whatever they are this year, because I've been surprised every year for the past couple of years. There's something in that March or early quarter of the year sort of period, like with Expedition 33 last year. It was in that period, and it took everybody by storm because there wasn't much else coming out. So I'm looking forward
February, March as well.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that period this year, because there's always the big games at the end of the year, but what are the early releases of the next year? So this is coming into that period now in regards to, hey, it snuck up on us. It was supposed to be last year, but it's now early this year because it got delayed. What's coming out early this year that's going to be that big surprise that everybody gets into for a couple of months because there's not much coming out, or is really, really great that everybody wasn't expecting to be as good? So yeah, nothing at the moment, but yeah, there's stuff like that. There's something
coming along.
Would you be surprised if I told you that I was not playing Unbeatable?
I would be surprised.
Well, be more surprised because I have been playing Unbeatable. and other things, but yeah, Unbeatable is taking up my real estate.
I don't blame you. You got the whole like album on your MP3 player.
Go listen to the soundtrack.
It's pretty good. Alrighty. So while you're all listening to the Unbeatable soundtrack that I'm sure you're all looking up right now, we're going to head off. We'll be back next week. I also just want to do a quick little reminder that we're having our Indie Dev Night on the 12th of February over at Lost Souls Netherworld.
Yes.
It's free.
Looking forward to
awesome.
it. I'm going to have a drink or
games.
2 or 12.
Yes. We'll be announcing the games in the next couple of weeks, so keep an ear and eye out. But until then, have fun, play games. I love you all.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Zed Games.
If you'd like to listen to more, you can find us on the Community Radio Plus app.
Or find us on socials at ZED Games AU.
See you next time.